Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for Peacemaker, the season finale of Peacemaker, season 1, episode 8. It's Cow or Never. I'm not going to sing that song, so yeah, anyway. Let me take care of some business first, then we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you don't want to be notified about when I come on live, you can hit that bell down below, and YouTube won't notify you when I come on live. So if you do want to know when I'm going to come on live, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media on there and all the links to my pages as well. So that's my Facebook page, my Instagram, all that kind of stuff. So it's all there. All right. Let's get started, shall we? Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you've not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. All right. Giving you enough time to hit pause. Yes, no, maybe so. All right. So when we started this whole thing, I wasn't too sure what we were going to get. I knew it was going to be entertaining. I mean, it's James Gunn after all, but wow, here we are, episode 8, season finale, and yeah, obviously, I mean, it's a, I guess you could say phenomenon. I guess you can actually say that on this one, and it's been a pretty good ride, quite honestly. It's been a lot of fun, and there's even taking the characters that we've known and kind of skewing them a bit. And like for me, Vigilante, for example, I'm still okay with it. It works, and it's broad comedy too. So this episode, of course, we have the team needing to kill the cow before the cow gets transported off the farm, and then they'll lose it forever. And basically, they're screwed essentially. Task Force X is going to be screwed at that point. They won't be able to find it anymore. So it's just Peacemaker, Vigilante, Harcourt, Economos, and of course Leota. Um, and damn, I mean, and they're in a vet truck, is what they are, a stolen vet truck. Um, yeah, so it's not looking good, and they have to go up against all these butterflies that have inhabited human bodies, and they have the really shitty helmets left, is all they have left. Anti-gravity. They do have one helmet that actually works. It's excuse me. One helmet that works. The sonic boom. That's the one that's actually going to help them. And yeah, comedy ensues when they try and get that thing towards the barn. They try and get Eagly to take it over, and of course, Eagly flies it out to the forest someplace and drops it. Economos uh, tries to pose as one of the butterflies and goes in there, freaks out by the time he gets to the stairs and sees the giant caterpillar-like thing that is being milked for the goo, and he takes off, leaving the bag with the helmet inside of it, which gets discovered, of course. But luckily, um, Leota is able to set it off finally, and almost take out, you know, the cow, but of course, not entirely. So, of course, it's up to the rest of the team to kill what's left and also take out the cow. Um, God, that I still can't understand how Peacemaker's dad decided to make a helmet that was a human torpedo. I still just don't understand that, because I mean, supposedly the guy was smart, and I mean, well, then again, he just also did have a helmet that created scabies within people of what is it? He said 2 or 3 meters or something like that, or I can't remember offhand what he said. So yeah, that was just kind of a weird thing, but Yeah, having Leota wearing the human torpedo helmet and then ended up going the cow uh was pretty comical, I have to admit. Yes. But also, Peacemaker almost getting turned over to the side of the butterflies. Well, I don't know if he even was ever really considering going over to that whole side. We have Goff that was, in of course Song's body now at this point, and telling him why the butterflies were there was that their planet got destroyed the same way that we're doing right now, is destroying it by ecological disasters after ecological disaster, and doing it in the name of profits and just ignoring all the warning signs, all this stuff. And they figured that the butterflies figured that they could actually stop all of this by force by taking over some higher ups bodies, and then of course forcing the change. And of course Peacemaker's like, nope, not going to happen. Mainly because he believes that humans should govern themselves, kind of thing. So, and of course, Harcourt gets fucked up pretty badly, almost dying. Uh, a vigilante gets shot up as well. Economos breaks his fucking leg. So everyone is pretty much in dire shape by the end of all of this. Harcourt actually needs to go through physical therapy in order to walk again. I did like the the inclusion. We had the Justice League finally show up at the very end, and Peacemaker tells them, that those dickheads were too late. And then, of course, he tells Aquaman to stop fucking fish. And of course, it's Jason Momoa who's there, and he says, "I really fucking hate that rumor. I really hate that rumor." And Barry, the Flash, Ezra Miller, my least favorite Flash, says, "I heard it's true." And of course, I love Jason Momoa turning over to him and saying, "Fuck you, Barry," which that's what you want to say to Ezra Miller's character is "Fuck you, Barry." So funny stuff. We do have a season 2 that's confirmed now. They are getting a season 2. Um, oh, I also wanted to mention the whole thing with Augie, Chris's dad, showing up at all these inopportune times, and we thinking that it's his imagination, which I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think they are gonna pull from the comics where, his dad is a ghost and, does start manifesting and is actually not a part of his imagination, but is actually a ghost. So that should be fairly interesting as well. Yeah. Um, and one of the other thoughts I had too was since James Gunn did both of the Suicide Squad and this show, where you have a pretty fucking high human casualty count. I would say it's in the hundreds of thousands, if not, you know, at least a million. Between Starro and the butterflies, because now the butterflies don't have anything to eat. Once their food source is gone, they're going to starve to death. And of course, the human hosts that they have taken over, who they've killed essentially to take over, are going to die as well. And we saw that was spread all over the planet. Um, so you're going to have those mass casualties. And now it's public knowledge because Leota did a press conference and basically handed out that there were aliens that did this, and also blew the doors off the Task Force X, the whole thing at Belle Reve. Um, so that's also blown out of the water too. But what I was getting at was, with all these humans dead and aliens being the cause of all of this, are we now setting the stage for a President Luther, who of course is a xenophobe, to move into power because of all of this? Um, it is one of the more interesting questions, which would be, a fairly interesting take for a second season or another movie or something like that. We'll see where that goes, or if it even happens. I mean, that's just kind of one thing that I was thinking of that could happen. Also, um, with the whole Bell Reeve Task Force X dissolved, or are they dissolved now at this point? Does that mean we don't get another Suicide Squad movie because, there is no Suicide Squad anymore? How are we going to do this? So, yeah. I know there's also the Secret Society, which was kind of the same sort of thing, but I wonder if that's going to come about as a result of all of this. Because, of course, Amanda Waller is always going to be up to her old tricks again. And I also started thinking about this too is like, if you did have the Justice League going into this situation, how are they going to handle it? I mean, the people that are taken over at this point are essentially dead. There's no way of them coming back. The butterflies have essentially killed these people that they are piloting, and so they're really not saving anybody. Are they going to kill these bodies? How would the Justice League actually take care of a problem like this? It's one of those things that kind of goes through my head as I'm watching this stuff. Yes, I know it's all fiction and everything like that, but it's kind of an interesting dilemma, if you will, especially if you were going to be writing a show like this or producing a show, and how would you actually deal with it? So, anyway, I'm actually, I'm glad they got a season two. Looking forward to more of this. I'm glad the entire crew survived, um, and we're gonna get more of what's going on there. And Goff, the butterfly Goff, anyway, came out of Song's body and is hanging out with Peacemaker. So at the end of all of this, so what? How long does that insect have at this point? You know, or that alien, I should say, have insect alien. Yeah. So that's what goes through my head. Anyway, good episode, good ending to this series. A lot of fun, funny as fuck, quite honestly. And yeah, like I said, looking forward to next season. So what else do I have going on this week? Well, funny you should ask. Tomorrow is Resident Alien. That's right, Resident Alien, and hopefully it picks up from last week's episode. Last week's episode is a little bit of a disappointment, so hopefully this one's a bit better. I know it came out last night. I just haven't watched it as of yet. I am going to watch it later on here. Um, Saturday I'm going to be off. Sunday is going to be the Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off. Monday I'll be off. Tuesday will be Is It Worth My Time? I don't know what I'm doing as of yet, but we'll figure something out. Wednesday I'll be off at this point. I don't have anything planned as of yet. Actually, you know what? Let's go over and take a look at the coming up here, because I don't remember what's coming up either. Because now it'd be Wednesday and Thursday would be off. I would just move Resident Alien over to Thursdays is what I would do, but still, future stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, so there really is nothing coming out at the moment. So, I might. What I'll end up doing is I'll probably end up moving Resident Alien next week over to Thursdays, and I'll probably on Wednesday, I might just bring back spoiler alert. How's that sound? Do a little bit of that there. Or maybe on Friday, do spoiler alert, something like that. I think that would work. Just take a look at the schedule. Go over to suspendedfanimation.com, take a look at the schedule. I'll have it all ironed out by that time, by next week. Somewhat, sort of. That's what happens. So, there's nobody in the chat today. I see there's lurkers out there. I see you out there. But yeah, nobody in the chat today. But thank you to those of you who are sticking around here and watching this. And those of you out there that are watching this on video, thank you for watching as well. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. Also, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Like I said, take a look at the schedule I put up every week. Also, all the links to my pages are on there, and all the links to my social media are on there as well. So, with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. Jody, what the hell, man? Dennis says, "Do you think the Goth butterfly is really friendly towards?" Yeah, I do. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been just sitting there and having a drink together or a meal or whatever it is that they're doing. Uh, is it working an angle? I don't think so. Uh, yeah, I don't really think so. I mean, otherwise it would be trying to get into his body, and obviously they're very strong. It doesn't make a difference what a human could do. I mean, he's not superhuman either. So yeah, but yeah, I don't think I don't think there's an angle on that one. But well, thanks for asking there, Jody. All right, everybody. I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. Thank you, everybody who joined me. Well, Jody, and those of you out there that are lurking. I will see you again tomorrow for Resident Alien. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may end up having to fight off a giant kaiju cow because there's an alien invasion of butterflies that have invaded the Earth and they're taking over to try and help us. But yeah, we're kind of stubborn that way. Um, oh, we also have Judo Master that was hanging around too there, crying and eating flaming hot Cheetos. So we got that to look forward to in season 2. Thanks, everybody. Again, I will see you tomorrow for Resident Alien. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, get those booster shots as well, and the flu shot if you can. And I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe out there, everyone. Have a good rest of your night and get ready for that 3-day weekend. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.